As of late, I've seen people asking me to make a tier list video. Yay. I remember when these videos first came out, I watched them trying to figure out who the best anime waifus were or something stupid along those lines. And now I am joining this a year later with my own tier list of Smash Heroes characters. Isn't that amazing? It's super fun, right? Yeah. Right, so I went on an amazing website to make the tier list, and when I looked up Smash Heroes, I kept getting flooded with some Marvel and Smash Bros. Tier list that I couldn't care less about. Anyways, I went on the forums and found this one, so I guess it will work. This game's really dead one. It just gets flooded by other posts. Jeez. Anyways, just to clear up any confusion, I will be following shop order during this, so whenever you click the emerald in your Smash Heroes lobby, I will be following that order when placing the tier list characters, so yeah. Anyways, here we go. So first up, we got bulk. This tier list does not offer bulk, does it? Like, what kind of tier list says, alright, I'm going to put down 16 characters and then skip over the first one? Like, what? Well, anyways, if bulk was on the tier list, which for some reason is not, it should be without a question in my mind that the character would be put in S tier. Bulk is one of the most intimidating characters in Smash Heroes, as he has an ability called Bulk Smash. Like, do any other characters really have Smash in their abilities? Didn't think so. Bulk is one of the hottest characters by far, and because of that, I can simply say that is why Nons tend to play Bulk. Bulk is such an OP character, has great damage, and has zero flaws. It even has the ability to stop itself during ult, just by standing on slabs. Like, what other character can stop its own ultimate? Bulk is just a great class, and although it will not be shown on the tier list, Bulk will live in S tier forever in our hearts. Alright, so the first character we can put on the tier list is Cluck. Let's face it, Cluck is the second highest skill cap in the game next to Pug being first. Cluck is hella good, honestly. Like, although unlikely, this character can kill a person in 10 seconds. Its raw damage output is incredible, it has amazing recovery, considering it can bounce off the death wall up to 5 times and has another 5 jumps to go with that. Class is awesome, very underrated though, and I'm going to put him into A tier. People may complain, why not S tier, and here's why. Although Cluck is insane in dealing damage, he has many neutral matchups. Sure, he wins a few and loses a few, but he's extremely neutral in his matchups. So that makes him go down into A tier and not into S tier because any character can really beat Cluck. Cake Monster's been next on the list and I'm going to put him into B tier. Cake is cool, he does lots of damage and has the third highest DPS in the game. Although, as the list goes on, he will be pushed towards the bottom of B tier simply because he can't approach. His approach is so devastating that Cake becomes really bad in many matchups, and certain maps makes Cake unplayable. Cake is a shotgun. He isn't good on maps like Swift, where some ranged characters can play far away from Cake, and then forcing him to constantly approach will just hurt Cake a lot, and it's just a yikes moment. I would put him in C tier, but because of Stolly coming around and playing Cake, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that at its true potential, he is the bottom of B tier. Bombon, not even going to talk about it, S tier. Considered by many pros as the third best character in the game, Bombon has a kit that basically screams recovery. Bombon is what you consider the king of the air, and some characters will struggle to chase a Bombon into the air, and the ultimate? Holy shit, the ultimate is amazing. Bombon has the second best ultimate in the game, making him completely invincible to knockback, gives him 50% damage mitigation, and does 8 damage per hit. Bombon ult is OP, but also he has a good primary, as it isn't amazing in damage, but it is amazing as a spacing tool. Bombon barely loses any matchups, and the one bad thing about Bot is all his recovery options are one-directional, so you can predict where they are going when he is using Bot Glide or Bot Claw. Tin Man is next, and he's S tier. Wait, actually, no. We're making a new row, and we're putting Tin Man in SS tier. There we go, perfect. Guys, I'll be honest. Tin Man is a meta class. He has such good damage output and his ultimate shreds people's souls. Overload can basically confirm a recovery from most situations. This character is one of the few who can destroy Void pretty easily. Rocket Punch, busted. The primary gun, busted. Overload, really good. And the ultimate, amazing crowd control and allows you to use your busted abilities. Tin Man is just OP. Here we got Marauder, a class that is pretty in the middle. He's a good character, but some people think it's a good idea to use the same ability 21 times to get a kill. But when they don't do that, Marauder does pretty well and shreds your health bar. He has a shitty recovery, which is okay I guess, since it's better than Cryo recovery. Mara has also a pretty good ultimate for his kit, but compared to other ults that power the character up, I find it less impressive because, yeah, sure he does a lot of damage, but his ultimate only gives him 25% damage mitigation. And that's great and all, he's taking a fourth of the damage, but characters like Chara and Cryomancer just get 50% damage mitigation, and they also shoot 2 times faster, they're able to do a lot of damage, and I mean, Cryo gets less knockback, and Chara gets more teleports. Marauder compared to that isn't anything that special, so his ultimate at best is in the middle as well. Marauder goes into B tier. He's a good class. It's just that he has his own weaknesses, one of them being difficulty of approaching, but in reality he's not that bad. He's actually pretty good. He's what I'll consider like probably one of the more average characters in the game. Yikes, Spooter man. This sucks to say, but Spooter is a pretty garbo class. He isn't so bad where I think we should go into D tier, but like, he just does not do enough damage. I think if we made his dash to 6 damage, made his ult a little bit better, he would be such a better class, but for now, he is C tier. There are no features that Spood has that makes him better than any class, as his mobility is great and all, but Pug has better mobility. He has hit scan that's good, but Skull can shoot 7 times what Spooter can. And I guess he has the best Necromancer ultimate, but I mean, it's not entirely reliable. Spooter has auto spike, but that's really it. He is a fun class to play, but it's not too great, so it's gonna stay in C tier. Yay, it's time for Pug. Pug is extremely weird to place on a tier list because it is Pug. The thing about this character is that no one has brought it to its full potential. Every Pug player seemed to play it differently, and all in all, it's a pretty mysterious class. In normal circumstances, I would put Pug in C tier, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna make its own row right here, right now. Add row above. Pug. And I'm just gonna put Pug right in here. It isn't something I can really place on a tier list and say confidently that it should be in this certain tier, because it can be a C tier, but it can also be a B tier, A tier, or even an S tier. It just completely depends if somebody will be able to bring Pug into its full potential and show the character off to its maximum point. Oh, Cryomancer, you poor character. Back before Hypixel decided to fix all its bugs on the network, emphasis on all because they fixed like a few bugs that aren't really that important, Cryo was a decent class. It was the bottom of A tier, which isn't bad because that means it was above average, but they decided to fix the one thing that made Cryo decent. They fixed his bugged passive. The passive being bugged was good for Cryo because it allowed him to do more damage, but ever since it was fixed, it became shit. Cryo's bottom 5 now. They fix that, but they don't fix foot or head bug, which just completely takes away from Cryo's ability to juggle people in the air, which sucks because there could be really a lot of potentially nutty juggles in competitive play, and it's just getting cucked over by This one stupid bug. If a class has a good ultimate, has a terrible recovery, and these days I wouldn't even recommend picking him up. He's just a waste of coins in my opinion because he's bad. I don't really want to be harsh on the character because I did find him fun to play after I master skinned him. But until Hypixel fixes Cryomancer, I'm putting him into D tier. Next up is Shield, and once again, S tier. Shield overall as a class is pretty decent. It's B tier material as it doesn't do much damage, but overall it works pretty well. It has an ultimate that can be used as a support ultimate, spaces you out from people who have ultimates. It's pretty good actually. Now, the question is, why is he S tier? To that, my friends, I will answer you with Reflect. Reflect is one of the best passives in the game as it completely nullifies projectiles shot towards Shield, and it will be reflected back at them, dealing lots and lots of damage. Although hit scan does go through Reflect, it doesn't matter because whenever Shield is clicking shift, it mitigates the knockback and damage it receives by 30%, which is why Shield tapping is so good. Shield may not do that much damage, but it also doesn't take any damage, so that is why he's an S tier, second best overall in the game. Karakot is another one that will be placed pretty highly, easy A tier. This class is insane. It is one of the only characters that works well with people who play aggro. Karakot is the second highest DPS in the game, and when he ults, he becomes number 1 in DPS. He can basically kill a person in the corner in 3 seconds, which is faster than 64 ring Anic ult. Chara has a pretty good recovery as well because it is a teleport. And Karakot can set himself into the air, which is pretty good because Chara does better in the air than it does on the ground. The ultimate boosts Chara so much up in the tier list because it just doubles everything. He takes 2 times less damage, he shoots 2 times faster, he gets his teleport 2 times faster. He's an unstoppable killing machine at that point. Karakot, I'm just gonna say, is easily the 5th best character in the game. Skull bad. Listen, I know what you people are probably thinking. Wow, this is Hitscan the character. It must be somewhat good, and yeah, it is good at kill stealing. Thanks VXXP for painful memories of you kill stealing from me or other people in calls. Character in itself is pretty shit. It has okay damage, could be better, but it has nothing that you should really be afraid of. Skull is a super map dependent character, and 9 times out of 10 people tend to target Skullfire since we don't want to be picked off from a distance one beating up nons, I don't know. It is a wise choice to kill Skull, and its position on the tier list will go up or down depending on the map, but overall C tier class. Actually, is it above Spooter or below Spooter? I'll put it above. Anic is another prime example of what Hypixel should do when looking up what kind of characters they should develop. Unfortunately, Anic isn't Tin Man level of being godly, but definitely close. Top of S tier. E, Sergeant Move. Anic is just fast, he's quick, and his ultimate treads people. His range is insane, and so is playing the class because you do the same thing over and over and over again. So fun, am I right? What a good class. The only matchup it loses is Tin Man. Easy S tier. Oh, we're here now, aren't we? Let me make a new row real quick. Ah yes, voidcaller, one of my favorite classes to fight. It has a very balanced passive. 13 damage chabs seem fine to me. I'm putting voidcaller in shit tier. Not because it's bad. It's just that you're a piece of shit if you play the character. The class is so broken that it physically pains me to play it. So why would you ever want to go through that suffering and play this character? I don't understand. You know what? While I'm here, I'm just gonna move Bombon into here as well. Perfect. Time to do this overrated character. Shoop. Listen, all the nons think, wow, Shoop is so OP, it is a spammy class, but in reality, Shoop is average at best. So many people max it. Like, just to list off a few of my friends who've MS Shoop, we got BK, Cryo, VXXP, Levo Leviathans, Hyplex, Nina, Eden. Wait, did I say a few? My bad. Like, I think Shoop is the most Master Skin character in the game. So many people who quest Smash Heroes play Shoop, and honestly, I don't blame them. Shoop is a fun class since new players don't know how to deal with them, and it makes games a lot quicker. Shoop has the best ultimate in the game because in some games you can get Shoop ult like 5 times. It charges so unbelievably quickly. Although Tin Man ult charges barely faster, Shoop ult charges super fast as well, and it does so much knockback. It normally is a kill confirm. Shoop has decent recovery, but there are idiots who think time to go straight up and then end up dying since we're stupid. Shoop in terms of damage, however, it's just a tickle machine. It does nothing, so in reality, it just waits for its win button and then wins most battles once it clicks free. That is why I'm going to put Shoop as the king of B tier. Thank you, tier list, for working properly. Final one, Hood. This class. Honestly, if there were 2 Hood images, I would rate Hood differently based off scatter spammers and then normally actual sentient Hood players. If it was a scatter spam Hood, they would go into shit tier because it isn't even because they're good. They're actually awful. It is annoying to deal with people who scatter spam because it's not even effective if you use it. Like, what are you going to do if a person plays in the air all around? Scatter the ground? Good idea, buddy. Anyways, using Trip Mine and Multi alongside of Scatter, because I'm not saying you shouldn't use Scatter, I'm saying that you should use it with a brain. If a person plays Hood with all 3 arrows and Grav, I consider Hood the 6th best character in the game and easily an A tier class. He is just really good. He has options for people in the air with Multi, on the ground with Scatter, and if they try to approach you, you got Trip Mine. You can just completely freeze people in Gravity Arrow too and screw them over like that, so Hood has a support ult technically. He can utilize it well by himself, but if you have a Chara teammate, they can just click free Wyvern Hood ult and the poor soul in that ultimate would just perish from this world. The only thing that I think Hood suffers in is he's super light and his recovery is predictable with Flying Punch. So, yeah, at the end of the day, he's pretty good and also really fun. Well, that is it, my friends. This was my tier list. This is 100% accurate as my opinion cannot be wrong. Totally. I had fun making this video and I hope you all enjoyed it. And with that, I hope you all enjoy your day and have a good one, my friends. See ya.